Hi, this is Code Weaver. I am back for a little bit of weekend gaming and probably off and on during the week. I decided to take the week off. Well, work gave me the week off. Doesn't matter. What I'm going to do for the moment is I feel like playing a little bit more Outer Wilds. And no, this is not a blind playthrough. Let me just do a few things so that I can, let me see, hang on, games, hit that, let's hit that, gaming, okay, there we go. Got OBS set up correctly. So here's the scoop. I just feel like playing a little Outer Wilds. I love hanging out in this universe. I wish there were more places to visit and more characters to see, and I doubt that we'll ever get a proper sequel of this because of the nature of the game. But I adore being in this game. And spoiler warning, I'm going to be doing all sorts of little spoilery things. Not super critical to the game, but if you haven't played this game already, it's kind of space archaeology. It's a little bit of flying around, but nothing too serious. Lots of looking into places, investigating lore. It's all about the story. It's all about the investigation, and you really should play it yourself. There. My standard disclaimer, go play it yourself if you have any intention to. That being said, I just feel like coming back. What can I say? I adore this game. I wish I could have been a part of making this game. This is what happens when storytellers get paid properly, and developers and designers wrap all of their effort and love into bringing the world to life. I love it. So I'm going to go into it to do something slightly silly, which is just to wander around the solar system for about half an hour, probably one cycle, maybe two, depending, visiting campfires. That's all I'm going to do. I'm going to visit campfires. I'm going to roast a marshmallow at each one. And I'm going to try to get to all of them, and if I miss any, feel free to chastise me in the comments. So, that being said, here we go, because, no time like the present. Also, I found I don't have any liquid. I should have water. Bought myself a 6-pack of Coke only to find out that it has too much sugar in it. Oh well. I'm trying to cut down on the sugar, but that's okay. I'll go get more later. Of a less sugary kind. Alright. Wow, this is loading slower than I anticipated. Alright, here we go. Alright. Well, very, very clearly, the very first thing I should do is, have a marshmallow roast here. Something I did not realize until I started poking around the wiki, looking for interesting things to do. Hang on, extend stick, there we go. Is that this is more or less, just an amusing little, I would say time waster, but it's more of a moment to sit back and have a serene moment to remind yourself about all the good things in the universe, including marshmallows, because marshmallows are wonderful. But it also turns out that although it's not in any way necessary, there we go. You know what? Let's have another. This isn't a race. It turns out that it does have a slight gameplay reason. I found out that it actually apparently restores your health, so maybe we'll have a chance to test that out when we're out and about. Based on how well you roast the marshmallow. So we're going to put that away. I'll leave our buddies here behind, and we're going to go on a little bit of a journey. Oh. Turn the audio up just a little. Yay. Throw on my suit, throw myself into the pilot seat. Now, let me see. Where should we go next? I think we're going to go to Ember Twin. And because it's right here. Use the autopilot because it's going to be able to get me there fairly efficiently, as long as there's nothing in the way. A straightforward autopilot, but it's not always altogether smart. Now, there's no campfire to my knowledge on Ash Twin, but our favorite buddy and fellow scientist out here, whoops, so we got a bit of lag going on here. That was interesting. Our favorite buddy Chert here, who has been leaving notes for us all over the solar system. Research notes, property of Chert. So we're just going to park ourselves right about, right about here. Boink. Hey, buddy. One of my favorite characters in the game because I'm kind of a scientist at heart, although, I do think he should get out and actually investigate on foot and go to a few places instead of just doing everything by launching drones. But, you know, we do most of our searching through the solar system with drones because we just don't have the sort of the cheap launch technology to do it any other way just at the moment. And I appreciate his scientific heart, bless him. Or her, or you know, they, them. You know what? I apologize. Us Hearthians are non-gendered, and I shall stick with they. That is totally fair. So, yeah. So let's. We can talk to Chert for a moment. Welcome to the Hourglass Twins. Mind the sand now. I have a question for you. You know what? I'm just saying hi because I'm not actually here for this, and someday I'm going to go through a full playthrough of this, even though it won't be blind, just to relive the moments. But we are here to roast marshmallows, so time to roast marshmallows. And I've done so in a way that unfortunately puts that pot right in my way, but that's alright. Hey, Chert buddy. Don't pay any attention to the supernovas, it'll just make you depressed. Alright. That was a pretty good marshmallow. Let's try out. Whoa, whoa! That was a total and complete failure. We're going to toss it. Actually, I don't mind burnt marshmallows. Oh, that's kind of interesting. I guess it does eventually vanish. Let's try this a little bit more delicately and do a backhand roast here. We're gonna... There we go. We got a really nice marshmallow going on here. Starting to get a little toasty. And there we go. Alright. Hey buddy, keep doing the research, alright? Try to answer the mysteries of the universe. Love you, bud. But I've got other campfires to get to. Now, I don't think there is specifically another campfire here. I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure I'm not. They're on a number of planets, but just not that one. More than the one we just found. There are not any specific campfires of which I'm aware on the Quantum Moon. Before I go down, do I want to visit... oh, you know what? The Attlerock. I missed the one that was really obvious and right nearby, so we're going to boot it over to the Attlerock. Because, hey, one of our veterans of the space program, Esker, is probably a little lonely, so let's book it over to the Attlerock, and, oh, there we are. Come on. Master those space flight controls. Right. This one I'm going to land in landing cam mode just so that I can come down precisely here. Enough. Hey bud, how you doing? One of the veterans of the space program does not get enough visitors. Probably getting a little lonely up here because people don't stop by the moon anymore, which I find sad. They don't do repairs here as often as they used to. So, we are quite clearly going to have to roast a marshmallow here and join our buddy. I am going to be so sick of sugar by the end of this. That's totally a lie. As a Hearthian, marshmallows are a staple. They're good for the mind and good for the soul, as it were. Let's try doing one from above. Can we do that without... Oops, we gotta put a marshmallow on this. Can we do that without burning it? Because that's where we're gonna get a lot more of the heat. We gotta be a little bit careful here. Doing it from the side is a lot safer. How's that looking? You know what? That's looking pretty good. No, I won't try to do that. I apologize. I will not mess with the delightful tones of our buddy Esker here. All right, buddy. I will come back. I will bring your notes and news back to headquarters, and I'll say hi to all the buds. We'll get together. We'll do a campfire thing. All right. There's only one place on the Attlerock to do that, though. So we're gonna head off to Giant's Deep because it's right here and in my face. And while it would be awfully fun to just swing by the space station and revisit some history, while it might be fun to revisit some history, I am in fact on a mission. And we have a smoking column to track. Whoosh. Alright, so we're going to be visiting our buddy there in a moment. Alright. Whoa. Whoa. And down. Good, good. Perfect. Can you tell I've been flying in this game way too much? You know what? I'm going to end up going into something like Elite Dangerous or something and be totally unable to control anything at all. Although if I ever get back into that game, and I really should, I'll probably guard up my joystick. But I do this, by the way, I know the game recommends that people play it with a gamepad controller. I'm not really fond of gamepad controllers on computers. I'll play them on a console because that's, you know, I don't know. But I play this on keyboard and mouse. I could relearn. I don't see why I would bother though. Hey bud, how you doing? Love your tune. Love your tones. Very soothing. Learn meditation from this guy. Helped me out a lot. Help me be at peace with the oncoming, you know, doom. So yeah, I play with a keyboard and mouse. And I just, yeah, it doesn't bug me. I can do probably most of the things most people with a keypad or a gamepad can do, and yeah, it doesn't bug me. But that's neither here nor there. We are here to roast marshmallows, and I don't think there's a campfire down at the base there. I think this is Gavro's campfire. He just prefers to doze off on the beach down yonder. So we don't get to actually have a marshmallow with him, but we do get to have a marshmallow in clear view of the horrifying, impending cyclone doom that, oh, yeah, we are browning it. Wow, yeah, we got, actually, that one was really good. It was really super toasty. Oh, and I'm hearing the, I'm hearing a tornado, so we're going to have to make this a quick one. So here we go. I'm going to eat that, and I'm going to use this opportunity to actually boot it over to my spaceship. Now, we've just been picked up by a tornado and unceremoniously lobbed into space. Now, everything has become temporarily weightless, including our ship and the entire island. But we don't need to stick around. Oh, except that we came away from the island a little bit upside down and smashed our face into the ocean. But that's okay. We survived it. There's a little bit of damage to the ship, but that's okay. I didn't claim that I was going to do this, get away with it scot-free. I don't believe there are any other campfires anywhere else on here. Just the one on Gavro's Island. So we have, in fact, done this justice. So we are going to zoom out of the atmosphere. Boy, howdy, I love visiting here. Boy, howdy, was it ever terrifying the first time I fell into that. Sadly, we see some distant stars exploding, as is part of the nature of this game. So, we're going to head off to Brittle Hollow now, because I think that's our next target. And we're using the autopilot because it can get us there as fast as is realistic, provided there's nothing in the way. More or less just almost a suicide burn, except that it does stop slightly above the surface of the thing you're targeting, except for the comet, because it tends to be booting it quite fast at a rather odd orbit. In any case, here we are. How freaky is this? So, what we're going to do is, this one actually has 2 campfires. One of which is around here somewhere. Oh, hang on. Whoa, that is not the one I want to go to. I'm looking for, there it is. Yes, the smoke tower that is in the abandoned ruins here. I think technically the Gravity Crystal Workshop, if I am not mistaken. And let's just make sure we're all healthy and everything. Don't have much time if we're going to finish doing this in this cycle. Well, some huge chunk of the planet is no longer with us. That's grand. So, this is one of the fires that we have come to visit. And I just remembered there's a spot on Giant's Deep that had a campfire that I did not visit, so we're going to go straight back there after this. In any case, we're going to light our marshmallow here, and this is where we find out where Rebek originally landed. Sorry, this is where he hiked to after visiting the Southern Observatory, and just before he descended down to the bowels of the planet. So, yes, you can trace characters through the game quite easily. I say quite easily, but realistically, Rebek's the only one that does a super amount of wandering. Well, that's not true. I guess Feldspar kind of has. You find his stuff dotted all over the place. Alright, so we are going to consume that. Let's try to do one. What if we can... Wah! You know what? Let's eat that, and we're going to replace it, and we're going to do another one over here. Wah! And we're going to let this one burn almost all the way down. Oh, and we can't actually eat that one, but that's okay. Alright. Flashlight on, and we need to go down into the one with the trees. Ish, if I can, you know, all fly my jetpack. There we go. Alright, we're going to make some good time here. So, we're going to... maybe not fall quite that quickly, but whoa! Alright, we're gonna leap our way over to this wall. Don't do it this way. I'm being a little bit speedrunny, which is weird because I don't really consider myself like wanting to ever sort of speedrun this game. But this is this weird circumstance where I just want to visit a bunch of things of a similar nature, and I don't know why I'm doing this. I just feel like it. Yeah, we can dodge walking all that way just by doing that, and yeah. Hey, Rebek, how you doing? Get some more jet fuel, and we are totally roasting a marshmallow. And there we go. That one was a light roast. That's fine. Let's see if we can't do an arc over this. No, we can't. We cannot be quite that clever. Clearly, I did not listen to all of the things I needed to know in astronaut school. Because keeping yourself alive with marshmallow supplies is highly important. Alright. Alright, buddy. Hope you heal up soon. Enjoy the end of the universe. Alright. Alright, so we have to get back up and in fairly short order here. So let's book it. God, oh right, over to the side, and then here, and then we've got to go over here to get the other half of this path. Somewhat harder to cheat when you're going back up. Whoa, alright. So we're gonna book it back for Giant's Deep so I can cover the one that I missed. Alright, get more fuel and stuff. Buckle in. Alright, let's do this thing. Right, Giant's Deep. Where are you, buddy? You are. So following this, the only other spot that I think we have to visit. Let's see, Giant's Deep, Dark Bramble. I think we have to visit Dark Bramble, Brittle Hall, Hourglass Twins, Timber Hearth. We've done the one on Timber Hearth. Yes, I think we are almost done. So we're going to abort the autopilot, and we're going to do a slightly more frightening high-speed re-entry. So now we got to zip around at very high speed and try to find the one that we missed. Try not to cross over my own path so that I can find the thing I'm after. None of those qualifies. There it is. Okay. Here we go. Zoom in. Come in hot. Alright. Having been here a million times before, I know where the ghost matter is, so I don't need to actually explicitly check for that. Come on, let's go faster. Whoa, that is not what I wanted to do. That was a complete fail. Alright then. How do I get back up on? I gotta come around to the other side. Alright, let's do this again, this time with less stupid. Alright. Do 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 do. Oof. A little bit of a lip on that tree branch. Sometimes I catch myself on it, apparently. Okay, so booting it through here. Evidence of ghost matter nearby. These crystals are an indicator of where ghost matter, I guess, is impacted or influenced, but not necessarily where it actually is, and so that's fine. So here we go. And of course, this is Feldspar's camp just before he left Giant's Deep to head for, Dark Bramble. And it's here we get a hint of the frozen jellyfish. It's the first time we see a frozen jellyfish, arguably, at least if we came here first. Whoops. Certainly the first one that Feldspar ever encountered. Oh boy. We're not going to make it. We could have made it in one cycle. We could have made it in one cycle if I hadn't screwed up visiting here. I don't think I'm going to be able to make the next bit, but so hang on. I got to go back out this way. Or do I just go up and over? The shorter answer is kind of. I don't think I've ever actually gone up and over that way before. Alright, well, I don't get to do this all in one go. So that's fine. And I suppose I could say, well, I'm just going to nix this video and do it proper, because I don't think anybody's even come in here to follow me, but... Well, that's not good. Alright, fine. Random escape from the ship. Oh, interesting. My ship got deleted from the game or stopped rendering before I did. That's amusing. Anyway. Yeah. I could have done it in one go. But that's alright. I mean, this wasn't supposed to be some sort of an exacting speed run or anything. I just wanted to visit a bunch of campfires. So, we're going to do the last one. And then maybe I'll do a little bit of a stunt at the end because it's fun. Do. I will eventually completely run out of funny and ridiculous things to do in this game. Right, so I'm actually after Dark Bramble. There it is, but I do want to make sure I don't run afoul of the sun because the autopilot is a harsh mistress. Okay, we're far enough out and past the sun that we can engage the autopilot with impunity. Well, looks like I got a friend pinging me on Facebook. I suspect he's probably bored and probably wants to play a game. I'll see if... I don't know if I can stream it. I don't like to necessarily stream when other people that play with me are not necessarily streamers themselves, but we'll see. But in any case, I am completing this before I go and engage in anything else. So I am going to do what I like to do here, which is to putz around with... sneaking in the back way on this. So this is not the way you would normally go at this particular target. You would normally go into Dark Bramble and do interesting bits of signal tracking, whatever, and totally the way I originally did it during the game. And totally the right way to do it. Nothing wrong with that. I'm kind of want to save a little bit of time here. Plus, this is always fun to try to do. And I did a different video showing how to get to this location. Which you can find on my YouTube channel. But if you basically find the biggest chunk of ice and come up through the right crevasse, you can eventually spot that. It's actually one of the fastest times I've ever done that. Actually, I often have to come up several times and dance around and try to... search the whoa, got a little bit off of my slab of ice there, slid around a bit, rocketed at the wrong point. Anyway, normally you come at that guy from the other end of this tunnel, which I am now going to, but this is a nice way to avoid the anglerfish. I did tell you there would be spoilers, right? Pretty sure I already covered my backside that way, and yes, go play this the proper way. Explore, learn, find awesome stuff out about the universe. Love it to pieces. They're coming up to the tail end of this skeleton where we can find Feldspar. Hey buddy, can I join you? Of course I can. Let's quickly grab a refuel on the fuel. I think this is arguably my last campfire. I don't believe there are any. 2 on Giant's Deep, 2 on Brittle Hollow, 1 on Timber Hearth, 1 on Ember Twin, but not Ash Twin. 1 on the Addle Rock. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. No, I lost my roasted marshmallow. What a pity. 1 on the Addle Rock and 1 here. So. Can we do one from kind of underneath-ish? Is that even a thing? Oh yeah, we can actually toast it by being close to the fire, not so much underneath it, but on the near side of the fire. Totally a thing we can do. Alright, well there you go. Hey buddy, enjoy your vacation. I won't tell everybody that you're playing hooky. So, in order to get back out of here... Whoa, we are not doing that, because that is a very silly thing to do. That was a very, very silly thing to do. So, we've got to go back to our ship the way we got here. And this is the way you would normally get a clue from Feldspar to go poking around in order to find some knowledge about various bits of lore and a secret that, if you don't discover it yourself, you arguably need for doing later in the game. And I'm just booting it back around the hall here. At which point you'd come out this direction, possibly at very high speed. Whoa. Discover our buddy over here. And then if you were very foolish, fall off the edge. But in our case, we actually want to fall off the edge, because that's where our ship is. So... finding this alternative exit out is actually our primary exit. I have just enough thrust. It's actually easier if I land for a second. Alright, and then I can boost up. Nice gentle parabola, as all nice orbits are, unless you're actually in orbit rather than a ballistic trajectory. Never mind, none of that matters. We are in our ship. We have just smashed our ship against the roof. We have now damaged our landing gear against Dark Bramble. We are being bounced around like a pinball because I don't know how to fly this thing. Who's in charge here anyway? Alright, so, yeah, that was fun. You know, and that's really all I wanted to do. I wanted to do something, and that was the thing. So, do I do my stunt where I don't have that many stunts left? Do I do a stunt where I try to get to the Sun Station directly, or do I try to get into the Quantum Tower before it falls into the black hole? You know what? I'm going to do the sun run. By the way, I got a couple of stunts that I've listed. Hang on, get into orbit so that I have to skim the top surface of this. Yeah, that's fine. And when we get to the point where... there we go. Yeah, I can't that a little fast. That's okay. It's going to take a few passes to get my orbit just right. Okay, so I'm in line. I want to make sure I'm going fast enough to avoid the sun. But then when I get to 0, I want to slow down so that I effectively enter orbit. And when I come back, I am getting too far away. That's fine. Okay, so what I want to do is get it so that my outward and inward bound orbits... yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm not going to try to chase after that. Not even going to try. so there we go. We're roughly in a circular orbit. And you can tell that because as I'm orbiting, my inward and outward velocity there are not changing all that much. That means I've basically achieved a circular orbit. But actually what I want to do is I want to get a little closer to the sun. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to thrust downward, which is downward on my screen, which is downward on my ship right now, just a little bit to slow down. But what that's going to do is it's going to effectively lower the other side of the orbit, which means I'm going to accelerate inward towards the sun. Oh, that's a little tight. Nope, I'm going to compensate by a little bit of backwards thrust. That's fine. Alright, so I should go into a much more detailed explanation of what the hell it is I'm doing here in terms of orbital mechanics. But when you get this close to the sun, it suddenly becomes a little bit more tricky to explain. And maybe I'll do that someday. Although, to be honest, it would be better off if I did that like in Kerbal Space Program or something. So I'm on a higher orbit. I'm in a roughly circular orbit. I'm on a higher orbit than the station is. So the station is going to catch up to me. And in fact, if I turn around, it's going to be right there. There it is. All right, here we go. We are going to try to match velocities with this thing, which means it's going to be a little tricky because chasing off after it is a bit of a fool's game and opposing yourself. Can't believe I survived that, but that's okay. I'm pretty practiced at making that work. Really, you should try to arrange it so that your orbit is only just slightly slower or slightly faster, and then just edge up to it. Flying straight towards it, if it's heading towards you or even away from you, is often a bit of a fool's game because you'll tend to overshoot a lot. Gotta be really careful about that. But in any case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tuck my nose in here. Right about here. This may or may not work because I have to eject. Oh, nope. I'm losing it. Nope. Okay, so I couldn't do it. And the reason I couldn't do that is because the sun engulfs it way sooner than the 22-minute period, and I just simply ran out of time. But I have already done that stunt in another video where I started out doing it way earlier, and it's way easier to see and a way better explanation. That was just sort of a capper to the end of my marshmallow roast, where I tried to roast all the marshmallows at once. And so, yeah, that's basically, I think, have I got, I hope my stream is still up, because that would be embarrassing if it wasn't. Yeah, I think that's where we're going to leave it. We'll see what I get up to next. I suddenly realize I need more beverage. So I'm going to go get a beverage. I will stop the stream now. I may come back. I don't have any specific schedules for these anyway. So this has been a lot of fun. I enjoy revisiting this game every time I go in here. So this time was a marshmallow run. Next time we do the Kessel run in less than some number of parsecs. I can't believe I'm making that joke. All right, so yeah. This has been Code Weaver. I will see you in the next stream.